30-some people. And I went down there, and I got a 165, a 141, and a 119. One of these, and I thought, shit, I'm set. I got 3 discs. I'm ready to go. And when I got down there, they had these here. This was the first 70 model. I bought 25 of them, and they break really, really easy. The first week, I broke 20 of them on my course. You know,
9 and 5.
And then they came out with these here and everything. They're a lot more stable. These here, they turn over out of your hand. But shoot, compared to those, we thought we were, you know, it was unbelievable everything. And they started making different molds. Actually, these are the same molds as these disc here. Only they have phosphorus in them. They glow in the dark. They were heavier. And they went a lot farther than those. The wind didn't affect them, and it progressed. And after those, and they come out with these little called puppies. And these would even go a lot farther than those. We thought we were good. In '83, they come out with this is the first arrow ever made.
Known as the Eagle, right?
Yes.
It's called the Eagle.
The arrow.
Yeah.
Arrows. Wasn't it that arrow?
Putter. No, it's just Arrow.
It's just arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah.
But it's called the
Eagle.
It was the Eagle right off the bat, but then they renamed it the Arrow.
And actually, I've got one just like that with stamp on with the eagle catching the disc in its mouth. That's a hot stamp.
Oh, that's how that came. Cool.
Yeah. No, it was a guy in Louisville made it.
Made the stamp of it?
Made a stamp of it.
Still cool.
And then they all this other stuff. This was
You
the
got
second one.
the really light one, the pink one.
Oh yeah. And this here is it's an arrow. It's a patent pending arrow, but it only weighs 130 grams. And it's really, really rare. And we used to throw this is what if the wind we had the wind behind us. This is the ones I threw for distance.
I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
playing that. So it'd be stuck.
Distance.
And recently there was a guy on the internet on Facebook said that the patent pending arrow didn't come out until '86 or something. No, I told him. He said that John Ahart, you know, he's a big, you know,
Yeah.
you've probably heard of him. He said no, and he said I think you're wrong. Well, just so happened, I've still got the bill of sale when I bought those. So I said, I took a picture of it and showed it to him. He said, that's part of history. He said, you got to keep that.
That needs to be framed with the bill of sale.
Yeah, I'll
then.
probably bring it up. We'll Paul go. I'll probably bring it up later. And I've got a lot of other stuff. I got a ton of these here, guys, that are brand new, but I just pulled some out and everything.
You have to have your name on the top because they're all stamped the same. How are you going to know the difference?
Yeah, I just, most of my names are on. All these I've thrown in tournaments. All these dark ones.
It looks like it.
Yeah, they've been thrown a lot.
Like this is probably the most I've seen on that one.
I've got probably, these are 71 models. These are by far the best of the Midnight Flyers, by far. I think I've got 10 or 12 of them with the 8 on them. They're brand new. I don't know why I didn't bring one of them, but.
And so when you won the basket, you threw
Yes.
last.
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys heard of Brent
Maybe.
Hamrick?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the last tournament he played in. It was you know, later on in his career thing. We were in Somerset, Kentucky, and then '82 and '83, if you got a hole in one during the tournament, you won a basket. It just sent your basket. Well, we were in Somerset, and I think Brent finished second in his tournament. I had like a 6 or 8 stroke lead and everything, and on hole 17, I went out of bounds. You know, so I was last on the card. Everybody else threw and everything. On the last throw of the tournament, I aced and got won that basket with that disc. And I didn't realize that I even had the disc at all until I started, you know, picking out stuff and going through and everything. And I saw it, the writing on the back of it, and it said, hole in one at PC. I said, that's Pulaski County. I said, holy shit, Bill. I said, that's the disc I won with. I didn't even realize it, man. I didn't have any idea that I had it. Still had it. No idea.
Is that the one you said that was still spinning on the basket?
No, actually, I've got it too. Adele, she got a video of me of when, anybody ever played a banklet course?
No.
The original one, there's a little hole where it's probably 200 feet. It was down in a little bowl and it was a blind shot. And Adele was up on hill filming, and it was one of these 8s. And I threw it curved down there and she filmed it all the way in and hit it in the basket. it was spinning and the 8 stopped right there on the basket. And what's funny too, she got a hole in one on the same hole. It was kind of cool.
It's real cool.
How many boxes of cereal did you have to eat get these?
Actually, my mother-in-law collected box tops and got those.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think I've got 5 or 6 years of those. And when I went to Huntsville, I played that tournament. I had those 141s.
Of course was that.
Huh?
Of course.
Bronx Springs, no, not Bronx, it was UAH, and it was, like I say, these guys were throwing those there, and I was throwing regular frisbees, and I was probably one of the proudest, except for winning the Worlds, any tournament I've ever finished. There was 138 people there, and I finished 4th, and they had a playoff for the Final 4.
With outdated technology.
Yes, and we were walking back up the fairway, and the guy won, who's Jeff Humberg, he's in the Hall of Fame now too. He walked back and he said, God, he said, I won the tournament. He said, you look happier than any of us, you know. And I said, I'm throwing a disc with this guy's name on it. You know, this guy was finished 2nd. He had his signature was on the disc that I was throwing. I said, I am happy as I can be. I think it was a dip. Pretty. There's really, it's hard to believe it's been 40 years almost.
A lot of history.
Really is, man.
Now I'll start forcing people to play in tournaments with these old days.
Did
We've
you,
done it. We've done it. When made people play with fast
the
mice.
one with your PDGA number on, was that after you'd already, it was after you already got
Oh,
it?
yeah.
No,
I read the back.
Yeah, this one here, the reason why I brought this when back in 85, 86, when Adele and I were doing the membership thing, they bought a new machine. And that's what we stamped. I was just practicing on this. They had like 10 different discs that we just, whoever we decided to give what to, whatever. We stamped their name and their number on it. And you got the disc, the mini, and the rule book. I think something else, I'm not sure what it was. But that's
And a
when I was-
card.
Yeah, and a card, your membership card and everything. But that was just a practice run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I've got one of these. God, it must have 50 different things on it. When I was first trying to learn how to do it, because it was really, really touchy.
I think you showed me that one once.
Yeah. And these here, this was the first one of the first puppets.
It looks smaller in diameter, is it?
No. And then they came out, this is their new version of a different kind of plastic, whatever.
More durable or something.
Yeah.
They call it the Super Puppy?
No.
No, I think it was before the Super Puppy.
I got some super puppies, but I don't have one. They were deeper, the lip was a little bit different.
That looks like a Super Puppy.
This one here is close.
What denoted a super puppy?
Yeah. I don't know, to be honest with you. And this disc here, I don't, anybody see this?
I've read
Y'all
that.
read
It's
it?
hilarious.
And I don't have any idea who made it or anything about it, but I know I bought it when we were going to the 84 Worlds in Rochester, New York. And the guy said, you can't throw it because it was above weight. And the guy told me that he heard, because the one it was above weight, they put that on it. So they couldn't be sued or whatever, I don't know.
Couldn't cheat during the tournament.
Yeah.
You're going from 141 grand to
180.
Yeah, exactly.
that's cheating.
And I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's a good friend of mine, he passed away. Jeff Button, he's from Charleston. And he used to run tournaments in the late 70s, early 90s. He run all the state tournaments for about 10 years. Actually, he gave me a lot of these discs here. Well, his mom did after he passed away.
You told me that.
You know, he gave me a lot of those. Jeff was a great guy. Big guy with good freestyle. I've got a lot of freestyle discs too, stuff.